Now, why didn't my chat show up? Oh, it should have. My chat is missing. It's always something. Stream is working. Let's see if I could find my chat. There it is. Some reason it wasn't turned on, and I give you my word, I never turned it off. There's no way that I had turned it off. It's not even possible, not even remotely possible that I turned it off. It turned itself off. Okay, so now we're just waiting. We have about 4 minutes to go. Markets are not out of control volatile this morning. Not crazy. Who's trading what? Who's trading what? Anybody want to type in what you're trading? Everybody's always doing something different. Sander on the MNQ. Francis on the YM. Frank on the NQ. Roz. I don't think I wrote down your RTY setup. I think I saved the template yesterday. I think I saved the template. Author MNQ. Roz RTY. NQ. Bullinox. Okay, I see Laugh on the internet. Nice to see you. Trading NQ. Laughter. Okay. James YM. Larry NQ breakout YM range. Okay. Lot of different setups. Two and a half minutes to go. I'm being purposely quiet. MNQ has sold off quite a bit since the unemployment news. It made a new high after the news, and then it has done a pretty strong sell off. 420, 60 points, it looks like to me, if I'm calculating right. Let's say we're at 360. That's 40 points to 400, and then another 20. That's 60 points. It's quite a lot of tick sell off. These markets are still pretty darn volatile. They'll probably be volatile forever now. Forever. It's already Thursday. Oh, I'm ready. I wish it were Friday. I'm ready.
1 minute remaining for the
I
market
need
on
a
open
month. I
imbalance.
need a month off. Tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Right. Is Valentine's Day next week or is it over already? Valentine's Day is Saturday. It's the 14th. Okay, here comes the market open.
10 seconds.
It looks like the YM wants to
Order
work,
submitted.
fill to the
Order
upside.
submit. Order submitted. Order
Market on
filled.
open imbalance. S&P
Order
500 buy
filled.
All
side
right, so
269 million. Nasdaq
nice little
100 sell
profit.
side 7 million. Dow 30 buy side 25 million. Mag
What
7 buy side
happened
10 million.
to my YM? Oh, why did the YM not trigger? I didn't see what happened. I'm gonna have to watch the video. MNQ is a quick winner. MNQ is a quick winner.
Order filled.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened
Order
with my
filled.
YM? Did I screw up something on the YM that got all goofed up? Something was wrong. Something was wrong. I have to check that video. I have to check that video. Something didn't work properly. Let me look and see what I did. MNQ worked once again. Just watching for a minute. Let me give me a minute, folks, because I have to check something. MNQ was a winner, so we got to get ready for existing homes. So MNQ was a winner, but I need to check my YM and what happened. So give me a second. I just want to make sure. I want to see if I made a mistake or what. I need to see what happened. So bear with me because that looked like it should have been a winner. And I want to see if I did something wrong. And I don't think that I did anything wrong whatsoever on the YM. So let me just take a picture. Bear with me. One second. All right, let me just look at it for a second. So it looks to me like it was completely normal. I had one target, -3, one target, 10 ticks above. All right, now we have to, I'll deal with that. Type in what happened on your trades. Type in what happened on your trades. James, you had frozen orders. I haven't had frozen orders all week, in 2 weeks almost 2 weeks. Francis, you're having some crazy things with margins. Larry, you too? Crazy margins? Knitting nice trades. Market open. Okay, give me a second, folks. Very quickly, I just want to look at my YM trade and see if I can tell what happened. All right. And we'll get ready for existing homes also. In fact, let's get ready for existing homes first, then we can look for issues. Let me set up the trade room for existing homes. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Pro Trade Room Plus existing home sales. My name is Lee Goldstein, the trading director at 10 Minute Trades. Please remember, all the trades we discuss are for educational purposes. Okay, so first things first. Existing homes will be a gold trade, GC 0426. I will put on the chart a reverse continuation. One contract. Change the breakout to a reverse continuation. And we'll do a 35 tick target with a 35 tick stop. I don't really anticipate using this trade. It's just in case there's an opportunity. We'll label it GC reverse continue. And I'm going to trade this in my funded account 66, the one that had a problem with the YM there.
According
And
to
we'll
the
look and see
IMF,
what
the
happens.
German economy has been hit
So
with
it's
major
down a little
shocks
bit.
in recent years, with these adverse effects exacerbated by weak
So
underlying
that's a
productivity
reverse
growth.
continue, one position, target of 35, stop of 35. It's labeled GC reverse continue. So we have that set up. Then we have, now gold is starting, it's selling off a bit. It's down. It's been down as much as $24, $25 today.
Furthermore, from the IMF, the authority's landmark reform of the debt brake rule in 2025 is expected to help drive a
I
gradual
still
economic
would
recovery.
rather get filled. I'd rather get filled short than long on gold because gold is pushing more down than up. If we look at gold, let's look at gold on a longer term chart, 30 minute, 15 minute for the moment. It's very choppy. Gold is very choppy today. So it's almost like any direction probably is okay on the trap because of the chop today. It's consolidated, if anything, for gold. Pretty tight range for gold today. So maybe our
The IMF
tiers
says German current account balance is
are going to
expected
be
to
too
decline
big
gradually over time
for
but
the
remain
trade.
positive.
It's possible that the tiers are too big on existing homes. Existing homes has been a very, very good trap trade. However, we are in this difficult gold period of extra volatility. There's no denying that we're in this difficult gold period, right? We all know it. I'm not dying to trade natural gas today. I don't mind telling you, but we got to do it. I have too much to do. Let's make sure we have this set. All right, so existing homes. There we go. So we have a reverse continue at the moment. And let's take a look. Are you saying that they've raised your margins in general, Francis, permanently, or what do you think? You don't know, or you don't know. Super, super great, Nitin. Way to go. Now, let me think about existing homes here. We do not have a DMM for it. So I think the setup is similar. Our old setup is only 25 and 40. I wouldn't try to trade it with 25 and 40. I just wouldn't trade it 25 and 40. I think it's too small. I'd rather always not get filled on a trap trade than get stopped out, obviously. Rather not get filled than get stopped out. That's the reality of a trap trade. Filled, not filled, rather than stopped. So existing homes, it's a 10 o'clock event, so it's going to trigger at 9:59:55. The stop is 25, and we're going to use 45 and 75 on our tiers. GC trap, 45 and 75 on the tiers.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the US returns key Syria military base to the government forces.
Okay, so trap 959.55. Stop 25 to 30. All right. Reserve the right to move the stop always on a trap trade. And our tiers 45 and 75, almost doubling them from normal because of the way gold's been behaving. Now, the concern is the strong movement down at the moment. You can also, if you set the time to 0 on a trap, you can look at where your tiers are going to show up. So if we put the trap on, and we set the time to 0, right? You can just look and see where your tiers are going to show up on the chart, which sometimes can be helpful. The other thing, you want to make sure that your chart is wide enough so that you see the cancel outer tier button. So I'm widening, giving my trap trade chart a little bit more space by moving things over. And I'm going to widen my chart. All right. The reason I'm doing that is I want to make sure I see the cancel outer tier button for the trap trade. So when I turn on the trap in 0,
Order submitted. Order canceled.
now I want to do that in sim, not with the real account, because gold's volatile at the moment. Gold is volatile.
Seeing some strong downside movement in the S&P 500. Currently seeing no headline to back up this move, but we'll keep looking.
Order submitted.
The S&P 500 real estate sector at a over 1 year high, last up 2.2%.
Order canceled.
All right, so it does look like gold has the ability to move in either direction on this news. Yes, I think so, Roz. I think 40's plenty. Remember, you can always adjust this. You usually have time. In most trap trades, you'll have time to move the stop if you have to. So 959.55 on the trigger. The software is demanding a 32 tick stop, so I'll leave it at that. Tiers of 45 and 75. And I'm trading this in a serious account, taking a shot. I'm just leaving the YM on because I want to check what happened to the YM before. Let's take a quick look at that video. I think something went wrong on the YM. We have plenty of time, it's 10 minutes. It looked like the magnet was perfect. There's the magnet on the YM, and it didn't fill. Something did go wrong on the magnet with the YM. So I have to talk to the programmer. It didn't work properly. Something happened. Should have worked. That's what I thought. All right, so back on the, let's double check our trap. One more time. Position 1's a 1, position 2's a 1, We're triggering at 950, 955. Stop is 32. And choose the account you're trading it in. Position 1 is a 1. Position 2 is a 1. Normally on home reports, I like to watch the ES. Now, I heard in my headset markets were selling off a bit with no specific headline. Markets selling off with no specific headline.
The Nasdaq 100 turns negative.
Now, very often the markets know something before we know it, so I don't know if something's going on that causes this sell-off or not. Calvin, I don't think so. That's way too soon. I mean, CPI is not until tomorrow, right? I don't think they'd be raising margins now, in all seriousness. All right, so we're just sitting tight, waiting. Let me see if I have some previous existing home video. Let me pull one or two up. The last existing homes was January 14th, and it blew the trap because of volatility. And then back in May, we had a good trap. June, we had a good trap. July, no fill. August, no fill. September, not sure on that one. I don't see in my notes. October, good trap. November, good trap. January, blew the trap. There's been quite a few workable traps. Let me see if I can show you, not to scare everybody, but if I can find the last video. The last video didn't work, but it doesn't mean they all didn't work. That was January 14th. And let me look at...
Reminder at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we have US existing home sales for January Forecast 1 spot 5 million. Prior 4 spot 3 5 million. With a range of 4 spot 4 million to 3 spot 8
All right,
7
let's take a
million.
quick look.
US existing home sales change. Forecast minus 4 spot 6%. Prior 5 spot 1%.
So here's existing homes in January. We had a lot going on that morning. So gold on the left, gold on the left. So the fill was long. Price went down, filled long. And if I remember correctly, it just continued straight down. And that's what happened. It continued straight down. So that's when a trap trade gets blown. All right? And that happens. It can happen. Now, look, we did increase the stop. We
Ryan and
looked
5
like
minutes
it
time, we
might
have US existing home
survive,
sales. Forecast 4 spot
but it
159
never
million. Prior
quite
4 spot
got
35
up
million.
to
With a range of
a
4 spot 4
profitable
million to
place.
3
Never
spot
got
8
into
7 million.
profit.
US existing home sales
Never made it.
change. Forecast minus 4 spot 6%. Prior 5 spot 1%.
And then in November, gold on the left. News is out. It filled to the long side, and then it hit target 1 for a small target, and then boom, it goes up, hits target 2. Very nice reversal trade. The concern right now is I don't think I want to get filled long. I don't think I want to get filled long on this report. There's too much downward pressure on gold right now. Way too much downward pressure. It's a concern. Look at that. Look at that. Now it made the low. Not seeing any headlines to cause these moves. I am tempted. Right now it's holding. It's holding the lows, right? Now the ES, I never put on a reverse continue. Putting a 1 contract reverse continue on the ES, a 30 tick target, a 30 tick stop. Labeling it ES reverse continue.
1 minute remaining. I'll be dealing with US existing home sales.
All right. So gold fell dramatically to a new low, and then it's been fairly stable here. So we'll see what existing homes does. See if we've
10 seconds.
taken too much risk here. It's a lot of risk
Order submitted.
because of the behavior.
Free spot 91 million.
So
Free
the
spot
news
91
is
million.
out.
Lower than the forecast of 4.15 million. Existing home sales change minus 8.4%, minus 8.4%. Lower than the forecast and minus 4.6%.
And I don't know if I would let it fill short. If it goes up, I'll let it fill. Right here, I let it fill. But I will cancel if it goes back down without a fill.
Order canceled.
All right, now, I would expect exactly what's happening.
Order filled.
And I made a mistake. I accidentally hit the close button as I was racing past it. So a good reversal on that trap. That's the direction you want to be filled. Why? Because the market was moving down strongly, very strongly before the news. You've got a 35 tick trend, $35 trend down. So the trap worked perfectly to the downside, perfectly to the downside. I accidentally hit the close button. Idiocy. But that was a winning trap trade, winning trap. And the setups, doubling the tiers made sense. You got to double the tiers in this market, at least. Even with less volatility, we've got to double the tiers. Existing home sales were negative, quite a bit negative. And now we have one more setup, natural gas. So we'll look at the DMM and see what natural gas, how it's been trading. The market is still responding to existing homes, and it's a reason why sometimes you want to get out of those trap trades fast. Sometimes you want to get out fast. But we made a profit, but it could have been better. It could have been better had I not hit that close button. Because if you notice, it went up here, and then it went down, and then it went up again. But it had a significant available profit. It was a significant available profit.
We have posted the US existing home sales January 2026 report on the feed for those interested.
But I don't think that there would be any change
Seeing
in
prime revision for
margin
those
yet.
existing
The
home
change in
sales,
margin
4.27 million,
doesn't come
4.27
until
million compared to the
tomorrow.
original prior 4.35
And Calvin, the
million.
way that they do it
And
is
the US
that
existing
they
home
raise
sales
the
change
margin.
prior revised
AMP
4.4%,
raises the margin the
4.4%
night
compared to the
before
original prior
for the
of
jobs report.
5.1%.
And then once the report's over, about an hour after usually, then they put the margins back to normal. They don't leave them elevated. Now, these are very, very volatile markets, and the brokers do reserve the right to randomly up their margins if they want to. If they want to, they can do that. They may be doing that. They just might be raising margins, which is a shame. Let me get rid of everything because we're going to do natural gas. And I'm going to take 3 minutes to heat the coffee. We've been sitting here, we've been trading for hours. I do want to thank everyone on the internet, online. Um, so, just to answer, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name online, Sirhant. We don't try to guess long or short, really. I'm just looking for a trade that it puts me in long, and then on a trap trade like existing homes, I want to go short. If it puts me in long, I'm going to make my profit when it reverses. If it goes down, it puts me in long. If it goes up, it puts me in short. I'm not really guessing whether it's going to be long or short. It doesn't really matter. I just need it to change direction. The setup I used for existing homes is called a trap trade. And the idea with the trap trade is if it goes up, I sell. If it goes down, I buy. And we make our money in the opposite direction of the original move. That's how we trade existing homes. So existing homes was a winner, Nitin, as long as you took your profit. There was a significant profit available. All right. Putting the chart on natural gas for a moment. So watch natural gas. I want to thank everyone online. We do have a webinar at noon. The link is in the chat. So come join us on the webinar at noon, all about the magnet. And thanks for joining us on YouTube.